Good morning. I'm Greg Gilbert, Santo ISD Superintendent, and I'm here with Christy Talaferro. Christy works in our office and has a lot of responsibilities at Santo School. What we're going to try to do this morning is answer 3 questions in 3 minutes. So Christy, what are some questions? The Santo ISD Board is proposing a bond election. What are some questions you think people might want answered?
Well, when was the last time Santo ISD had a bond issue?
Our last bond issue was in 2003, and it was 20 years ago. I was here when that happened, and we built a new academic wing, high school library, ag facility, and for over 20 years, that facility has served us incredibly well. One of the biggest things that's been a shock to me looking at this new bond is that in 2003, we built for about $93 a square foot. We're now being told to look at $500 a square foot. It's staggering to me, and I almost didn't believe it, but we just built 4 new classrooms at the elementary, and they came in at $380 a square foot, and there was nothing, there was no bathrooms, anything like that. So the increase in building costs has been staggering in my mind. And I think that's hard for a taxpayer to accept, but it is reality. And we're having architects tell us that 3 years out, look at $600 and $700 per square foot.
So why is the board making a proposal for additional facilities now?
Well, it's interesting. After 2020 and COVID, we had a little dip in enrollment, and since then our enrollment has exploded. And if you're a parent coming on to Santo School, you'll notice it in the parking lot. We see it in the hallways, classrooms. We just don't have adequate square footage now. And one of the big things that we're facing is almost every elementary grade level, there is a mandate from the state of a 22-to-1 student-teacher ratio. We are at that level, and so at every grade level, we're getting ready to have to add another classroom and teacher. So that's why the board jumped out of fund balance and built these 4 classrooms to create some capacity. But at the secondary level, we have kids and teachers in every classroom. And I'll tell you, whatever happens, we're going to serve kids well. But if a bond election is approved in November the 7th, we're probably 2.5 years from actually using those facilities. So we have 2.5 more years of growth. We had a demographic study done here, and it shows that our growth will be about 7% per year. This last year we grew 11%. I don't think it's going to be quite that strong this year, but we're going to hit that 7%. And so the board is trying to get out in front and have facilities in place for kids. And if a student moves into the Santo School District, by law, we're required to educate that child. And some things we have done, once again, we added 4 new classrooms at the elementary, and we have capped our transfers to kind of hold growth.
So how was the concept for construction developed?
For 18 months to 24 months, we've been talking about how we would get at this project of growth. And the easiest thing for us to do is go build a new 9 through 12 high school. We looked into that, we have numbers on it, we think it's way over $50 million, and we don't own the property, so we didn't think that was feasible. The cheapest thing to do is to build an elementary structure and split our elementary, and it's not something we want to do. We split kids, we split our teachers, administration, so what we evolved to was a concept where we're going to repurpose existing facilities and build some new facilities. The main pieces is a new academic wing for secondary, and then a new multi-purpose gymnasium, because we want to take the existing gym that was built in 1978 and convert it into a cafetorium. And we want it because it sits in the center of our school district, so it's easily accessible by our elementary, our junior high, and our high school. So this repurposing of the current gymnasium is key to this project. And we call it the concept, but we came to that agreement using architects, engineers, estimators, a bond committee, and we think it is the most efficient, best use of money. Early voting begins on October the 23rd, and the election is on November the 7th. I would encourage every voter in the Santos School District to look at the facts, become educated, and then vote your conscience. If you have any questions, please call me, Greg Gilbert, at 940-769-2835. I'd be glad to come out and talk to any group. And look at our website. We have a lot of information there. Thank you for your time.